going to be reviewing Like a Boss. Alright, ghouls and gals, like all my new film reviews, I'm going to keep it short, sweet, simple, and to the motherfucking point. Alright, let's get it started. Like a Boss stars Tiffany Haddish, Selma Hayek, Rose Byrne, Billy Porter, and it also stars Stifler's mom.
Are you lost?
Stifler's mom.
And it also stars the guy from Deadpool who plays the cab driver, that's like Deadpool's friend.
Dopinder.
Pool. Dead.
I just want to start off by saying, Like a Boss is probably one of the most bland, formulaic, predictable films that I've ever seen. But the weird thing about this film is that it didn't make me upset. It sure as hell didn't make me laugh. It literally didn't make me feel anything.
Nothing to do with me.
I can't feel anything anymore.
This movie was the equivalent of just watching moving fucking pictures on the big screen. And I know that could be said about every fucking movie, that they're moving pictures on the big screen, but this film literally felt like, and this is gonna sound really fucking film snobby of me, but this film had no fucking soul. This is a blatant just, we're gonna pump out a girl power movie and try to get the girl power audience and see what happens. And judging from the theater that I was in, there was no audience there for this film. This film, again, is bland, it's predictable, it's formulaic, it lacks any shred of originality. There isn't a whole fucking ounce of originality in this fucking film. This film is destined to go to your local Walmart DVD discount bin. You know the bin that I'm talking about, the bin that has like G.I. Joe Retaliation, like 18,000 copies of G.I. Joe Retaliation sprinkled in with like Big Mama's House and shit like that. This is where this movie is destined to go. And again, the best thing I can say about this movie is that it's harmless, and maybe it'd be a fun film for you and your girlfriends to go and watch, drink some wine, sit down and watch this movie, and maybe you'll get a laugh or two out of it. But let me tell you, I tried hard to go into this movie and not prejudge it, and I was successful in that. I did not prejudge this movie. However, everything that I thought this movie was going to do, it did. Even the stupidest of movie audience members will be able to fucking piece together what's going to happen before it happens. You already know that these two best friends that run a company together are going to eventually have some sort of fight, and then they're going to make up together, then they're going to take out the mean rich person that's trying to oppress them, and then the movie's going to end. That's essentially this movie. It's like every other buddy movie before it, and it's going to be like every other buddy movie ahead of it. And that's where this film fails. This film could have done something different. This film could have been funny. It could have been like the girl equivalent to like a Dumb and Dumber or something like that. Or maybe even kind of like a film as good as this movie right here, Booksmart. That was a gal pal movie, but it did it right. It was funny and it was creative. It had originality. This film is like that. This film, Like a Boss, is Booksmart's polar opposite. This is a movie that is just going for the lowest common denominator. It's just going for as middle of America as it could possibly be. And I hate to say it, but their whole thing is that they're banking on that you love Tiffany Haddish's like shtick, her whole like booty house and fucking I'm loud and obnoxious and I'm girl Kevin Hart. She does that in this film, but a toned down version of it. And even at its best, this is like a tired fucking shtick. She needs to change, do something else, because I don't know about you ghouls and gals, but me personally, I'm already over it. I'm tired of seeing that. Just because you're waving your arms around and acting all crazy and loud and obnoxious doesn't mean you're funny. You're just being loud and fucking obnoxious. I will say though, Rose Byrne is tolerable in this film. Selma Hayek is, I don't know what the fuck she's doing in this movie. Her character is all over the place, and it just looks as if she is trying to do the stiffest imitation of like a makeup mogul as possible, and it's just like it's bland. There's no flavor to this movie. There's no zest to this movie.
Where's the flavor? Where's the flavor in this?
This movie is just like if it stepped off an assembly line and there was like, insert girl lead here, insert meaningless fucking meaning behind the movie, which there is no meaning behind this movie. This movie is literally just like, we're friends, it's nice to have friends. Like, okay, fine, whatever, cool. So for that, I have to give this movie a 5 out of 10. I mean, it's not as terrible as this movie, but it's definitely a January movie, and it's really forgettable. It's really bland. It's really predictable. It's familiar. I'm Ryan T, and I'll see you in the next one.